We're spending a year in New Zealand.
And you're coming with us.
I'm Isak.
And I'm Anne.
And this is what we've been up to.
It's so cool.
Warm today.
Barefoot?
Like real locals.
In this episode, we take a cruise in Milford Sound,
Get eaten by sandflies.
and make it to the most southern point on the South Island. Yesterday was just awesome.
Good morning.
Morning.
We are at a freedom camp in a place called Lumsden. Today we are driving to Milford Sound. Where did this come from?
It's clouds.
Well, now my sunglasses are not as much use anymore. That came from absolute nowhere. We're just driving in full sunshine, turn around the curve and we're in this. It's crazy. So it started out like just a really thick mist, and then we dropped in elevation a bit, and now we're not in the mist really. It's more that it's cloudy. So I think it is that it's just a thin layer of clouds trapped between some mountains, and that we drove like down in elevation and got under them, and then hopefully we're gonna get up again. I think now we're gaining some elevation again and it gets more misty, so hopefully we get out into the sun again.
My heart's been on fire. I've been spending my nights in the rain trying to put it.
And sure enough, as we made our way past Lake Te Anau and into the Eglinton Valley, the sun came out again.
State Highway 94, also known as Milford Road, is famous for being more of an adventure than a drive.
Surrounded by waterfalls, lakes and vast valleys, this is certainly one of the most scenic drives in the country. Well, we stopped here at something called the Chasm Walk. It's supposed to be a short walk, so let's check it out.
Barefoot?
On the go snack. Let's go.
So good. Well, that was a short walk. Next stop, Milford Sound. What a nice place. We just got ourselves a Milford Sound cruise for a really good price. We've been checking out prices to do a cruise here for a while, but it's always been like around 150 was the cheapest we could find. And we thought, I don't know, it's so depending on the weather. We're not going to book anything. Whenever we end up here, we're just going to check it out. And we went into the terminal, and there's like, I don't know, 8 different companies that do all of them do the same cruise, but everyone says, oh, we're the best, and different sized boats and stuff, and you can have a bit more luxury or a bit more casual cruise. And we check out online what the prices are, and we compare them, and we find like something called Milford Cruise, and of course and I thought, okay, that's like the best price we find is 125 euros, and I thought I found the company at the desk, so I go there and start talking to the guy if it's cheaper to book online or if it's cheaper to book with him. And we were chatting, and he was like, yeah, I can give you 140. I'm like, yeah, but I found like on your homepage something for 125. And he goes, oh, okay, that's odd. And then I show him, and he's like, oh, actually, that's not us. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, that's the guys over there. And then he said, but we're so much better. I'm like, okay, but why you're better? And then he says like, oh, we have smaller boats, we have this and that. And he tries to make us stay with him. And he was like, okay, I can give you 125 if you book with us. So now we got the cheaper price on a smaller boat with a cooler company, I think. So that's awesome. 2:35 is boarding time. Carved by glaciers over thousands of years, this breathtaking fjord is home to towering cliffs, lush rainforests and cascading waterfalls.
Milford Sound receives over 6 meters of rainfall annually, making it one of the wettest places on Earth. But today, we're lucky to experience it on a sunny day. It's so cool here. It's all to ourselves. A lot sandflies, but it's so cool.
Oh, I'm feeling good. I had an awesome day. I just get a bit eaten by sandflies. Oh my god. It's so bad. What did I just do?
So we're quite packed trying to escape the sandflies. They're absolutely everywhere. It's crazy.
Everywhere, literally.
Yeah, but you've seen this.
What a day.
This is so good. The cruise was beautiful. We couldn't have gotten better weather.
Nope.
We just drove here spontaneously and ended up with such a perfect day once again. Now we have to drive out of here because they're closing the tunnel to get back. Okay, we're on our way back towards Te Anau, and we just have to make it to the tunnel that closes at 8, but we have plenty of time. We're really in good time, so that's all good. But we're gonna see how far we drive today. But all in all, very nice day.
Awesome day. Could have barely been better.
We did make it to the tunnel.
But it seemed to have little effect on Mr. Baggins. At 90, he was much the same as at 50.
Morning from Lumsden again.
Good morning.
We were driving back from Milford yesterday and decided to drive all the way back to Lumsden. The weather in the fjordlands is bound to get quite bad the coming days or weeks, so we're driving to the east coast, so another change of plans a bit. But yeah, we decided to come back to this camp spot. It's a freedom camp, it's not a DOC spot, and it's super cute. It's managed by the town.
I think so, yeah. It's at least the town allows the campers to stay here for free. Like, usually that's not a thing in the middle of a town.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's an old railway station. They have these old carriages where you can walk inside and sit, and nice information. They have like everything you need, fresh water, toilets, and it's really good. But now we start driving towards another place I can't pronounce, and yeah, that's it. I think we're going to the most southern point on the South Island, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday was just awesome. It could have not been better. We just went so spontaneously, and we were like, oh, maybe we can book a cruise for tomorrow, or maybe even for tonight. And then we just went there, and everything was perfect. It could have not been better. The weather, the boat, the trip, the super cheap price on the... I guess we start towards left.
The bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountains.
Let's find a coffee and Gore. So the whole of New Zealand is cloudy, sunny cloudy, but clouds. And then the only place that has sun only is the place we're heading today.
Coffee and a bit of research done, and we also booked the ferry to Wellington again for next week. Like real locals. Some Vegemite on there. It's warm today. That was a nice lunch stop just on the side of the road. With the weather window for our hiking plans getting smaller and winter getting closer, we decided that we'd be better off heading back north to find work and come back to the mountains again for summer to do the hikes.
But first, we decided to follow the sunny weather to the most southern point of the South Island, Slope Point.
You never know, those places can be so windy. And then it gets cold fast. How crazy. Us deciding, yeah, I think let's head north, that's gonna be better. Us first, driving all the way south, just to get back up north.
Literally the same day that we book our ferries back to the North Island, we go to the most southern point. There we go.
It's so cool, I love that. You know that it's so far this direction until there's land. to the campsite for tonight. DOC campground by the beach, I believe.
Been driving on this gravel road for a few kilometers, and this spot is really not something you find by accident. It feels like there's no one out here, but we should get to the ocean pretty soon, where we want to camp for the night. And it's yeah, it's really out in the middle of nowhere. I've been on this gravel road for quite a while. It's nice, it's cool. In the next episode, we catch a sunrise at Nugget Point.
Keep exploring hidden gems on the East Coast.
And make new friends along the way. Like, who is this person?